remember last year I used to say that Ben's on GPS, he can eat his lunch on the go. Well, look at me now.
I got enough of every man.
Right, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I'd just like to say we'd really appreciate it if you'd hit subscribe and also give this video a like. Any questions, please leave it in the comments down below and we'll get back to you as best we can. And you can also follow us on our social media accounts. So, I've just got to a field. This is a new field. I just need to set the GPS up for it. So I've actually got the rotavator on, but I'll explain to you in a minute what I've been doing today. That's on, yes. That's all good. Rotavator's on, yes. Right, turn the PTO on. Rev her up. It is another rotavating video today. There was talk of me doing fertiliser spinning this afternoon, but plans have sort of changed. It's halfway through the day already. Basically, this morning, Ben's on ploughing, and I have been rotavating the foots of next to the margins. It's like the first couple of headland runs, which you saw us do in the video the other day. So obviously we didn't want to show you that again. I did the fields that he's at, so there's 5 fields there. I have gone elsewhere, done 2 fields there, both quite big fields. And then I've come back to this field here, which is probably only about 5 acres. As you can hopefully see, it is in grass, but it's been burnt off. It's looking rather yellow. And while I've got the rotavator on, I'm gonna smash this field up. It's quite weird looking soil. The weather forecast is meant to be pretty good for a time now. The weekend was quite wet. We think we're probably on now for planting 2021. Where Ben's ploughing now, it was actually ploughing over really nice and like fluffy. He left his plough out here because we've got all this land here together. When he come out here, it was sort of rusted up, so this morning he's been having a bit of trouble with it not turning over nicely and just sticking to the plough. I spoke to him just now, he's chugging on with that, so he was busy this morning with his scraper. There's a few patches there missed. What that's all about. A bit of drift with the sprayer, I reckon. Needs to get himself some GPS. Now, what's going on here in this gateway then? Dad said keep a metre off the hedge. Well, it's pretty much like a little margin around the hedge anyway, really, so. Obviously, in the corners, because I'm marking my boundary, I'm just pausing it, turning around and then resuming it again. Yeah, should I be setting a thingy here? Probably could do, to be honest. Probably do an A-B line, and that will straighten it up, I think. And now, if I set my V point down here in this corner, hopefully we'll have a line to follow. Oh, what? Oh no, that's still, yeah, still on. Looks like it's a little bit, oh, hey up lads, lads and ladies, you're on a bit of a walk. Looks like there's a bit of a wet bit along there. You can see Nash is just up over there on the in the distance on the hill. Ideal. So I've got an AB line working that way, and I'll just finish my boundary up here, and we'll be able to whip back down here. So I've spent a day of just doing laps around the fields. Haven't really been able to do any artistic colouring in with the GPS. It'd be nice to get stuck into a bit of work. Oh bloody hell! Jamming up, oh we're jamming up. She's jamming up. Oh, she's jamming up. Looks like I've got 30 lengths to do in this field. 31, 32. And we are back to our start point. 5.1 acres. So at least it's a nice shape. That always helps. The crumbler's jammed, so there's no time like the present to get out and break it up. Right, definitely gonna need some of these.
Highs and lows, highs and lows. It's all the same. Highs and lows, highs and lows. Keep all your game. Highs and lows, highs and lows. say highs and lows, highs and lows.
Basically, you only want to be taking a couple inches off. We're literally just breaking up this top layer and try to give these bits of grass a cuffing. So you're on the back window, so it might mess the audio up a little bit. Obviously, because it's trying to cancel out the sound coming through the back window. We've already done 1.3 acres. Shouldn't take us too long. I'm going at about 2 miles an hour. I still haven't sorted out the headland turning yet on it, which would be a great help, because you'll see in a minute that I'm like sort of having to line up as best I can. I was on fertiliser spinning on grass the other day with it, and yeah, that was probably good then. Now I would be better off doing cuts as a block and working like round the block instead of doing individual cuts. I thought I'd mix it up a bit, be a bit artistic, give everyone around here a little view of what we're all about. As I'm on Rotavating, which you did see the other day, and obviously it's pretty much just in the tractor letting it do its thing, I'm trying to mix it up a bit by putting you over there, so don't know, I don't really use that sort of angle, but hopefully it'll be alright. The crumbler seems to be jamming up a little bit, but it's unblocking itself, so can't complain about that. It's probably time for a bit of mulch. Now you'll remember last year I used to say that Ben's on GPS, he can eat his lunch on the go. Well, look at me now. Lovely. Cheers, lads and ladies. I'll probably get the drone up. Where we are, we're actually on the edge of like our local city, and I think there is actually like a air restriction here. I remember it coming up last week, so might get the local Air Force out chasing us around. Would be a bit of a laugh. Now I am going to eat my sandwich, but I'm just waiting to get to the end of the run, get back in a row, and then I'll be able to properly enjoy it. Well, feel knackered. Just unblocked the crumbler twice, so I'll put that up out of the way. That's enough of that for today. A lot of you said in the last video, take the crumbler off, but it's good to have on, so the conditions are right, the crumbler is perfect for it really, but it does jam up quite easily. But anyway, hang on a minute, I've got an important announcement. I've actually got an important message to tell you today, that we need you to check out Saturday's video, because that's got something pretty special in it that we'll be announcing when you've woken up. Obviously the video will be live from 7 AM, so as soon as you're up, ideally you check out Saturday's video, because there's something special there that a few of you might want to hear about. Don't forget to check out Saturday's video. That's all I'm allowed to say. I'm just going to do a quick wire worm check that there's no little yellow worms here anywhere. I think this is probably this isn't a permanent pasture, so there probably isn't any in it. Obviously we don't want it in it for the spuds. Anyway, I'm stopping at that for today, and I'm going to unhitch it now, leave it in the field, and I'm going to head back to the second cow farm, and I've got to feed my calves, feed the cattle, and I'm going to pick this up from where it is tomorrow morning, because I've got to rush off and do something tonight. So that's the plan. Thank you very much for watching. The main message from this video today is don't forget to check out Saturday's video as soon as you can, and don't forget to subscribe. See you later.